Alright, what's going on, people? This is Shok. Now, as we all know, the actual full reveal of the Switch is going to be today. I believe it is at 10 p.m. Central Time, which means that's 11 p.m. Eastern Time, which means that it is 8 p.m. Western Time. And so, today, if you guys don't know, every Thursday night I go to tournaments or whatever, but I think I'm going to go to the tournament and just go home early so that way I could get back here and, prepare to stream it. Because I will be doing live reactions of the event, so if you guys want to watch the event with me, to see my live reactions, I will be offering that. If you guys don't want to, watch it live with me, or you're going to be, if you're not going to be able to make the event, of course I will be uploading, my Twitch stream to my YouTube channel here afterwards, so you're not going to miss out regardless. And I am going to have a friend over. I'm going to have my homie Dominic. He's going to be over here, and he's going to be watching with me, so you guys will also be able to get the opinion of somebody else, other than me. I'm going to try to get my girlfriend to watch it with me too. She likes video games and whatnot, but she says she might be too tired by the time, the stream starts and all that stuff. But I want to get her opinion on it, as well, because she's more of a, casual gamer and, of course, a female. So it'll be cool to have that perspective, how much that device appeals to somebody like her as well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have another hardcore gamer here, and then I'm going to have a more casual gamer who is also female. So you got two different perspectives here I'm trying to get. So hopefully I could get that done and going. But as far as predictions go, people have been asking me about this. I don't have too many because honestly, like I've been saying this whole time, we really don't know crap about this system. We know very few things. And there's really been like very little hints given. But the few predictions I can make is one, I do predict that this system will be launching March 17th. That has been a release date I've been seeing constantly for the accessories that aren't fake, or anything like that. It's not rumor. Like, you can tell these are real accessories. These are real pictures. Stuff is real. And most of the release dates are March 17th. So that pretty much put two together. It's like, okay, this thing is obviously launching March 17th. So that's my prediction for the release date. I'm going to predict that Tekken 7 is going to be on the Switch. I really don't know what other fighting game would be out on it, at least at launch. And the reason why I'm predicting Tekken 7 is because during while I was reading one of the accessory leaks, the Switch apparently has a fight stick that's going to be there at launch. And so the only game I can think of that Tekken 7 has been on arcade, but I don't think it doesn't come out on consoles until next month or the month after that, in March or something like that. So yeah, I think Tekken 7 might be coming to the Switch. If not, it's going to be some other fighting game. But in general, the prediction is there's going to be some fighting game or fighting games on the Switch at launch. Most likely Tekken, but I'm not too sure about that. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Another prediction I want to make is Monster Hunter. I do believe there will be a HD Monster Hunter XX port to the Switch, kind of like how they did with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U. And if you guys missed out on that, that was a really great port for a really great game. That was really fun, great times. It had voice chat, which honestly I'm tired of playing Monster Hunter on handhelds first of all, and then on handhelds without the voice chat. And I think Monster Hunter belongs on consoles now. I understand it was primarily a handheld franchise. That's where most of the games are at and whatever. That's where I started. I started with Freedom Unite on the PSP back in the day. But I'm just at the point where I'm tired of playing Monster Hunter on a handheld. And I'm tired of, the limited features that the handhelds have. So it'll be great to see Capcom give it another Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, treatment. And have a HD port on the Switch. Monster Hunter is a great stream game. It's really fun to play with your friends. It's really fun to spectate and watch, And of course, you really can't do that all that well if it's on a handheld. Of course, some people have 3DS capture cards, but it's not everybody. And then the quality's not the best. And then, it's a 240p game being stretched up on the screen. So it would just be great to have another HD Monster Hunter. I did buy Monster Hunter X, but honestly, I didn't really play it much because, you guys know me. I'm not a graphics whore. I'm not bougie, but I'm just tired of looking at the 3DS screen. It kind of hurts my eyes at this point. It's just way too low res. I mean, I could do 480p no problem, but this 240p crap has to go. But yeah, I am predicting Monster Hunter for the Switch. This last thing, I wouldn't say it's a prediction, but more likely just more accurately just a possibility. I don't think that Mario Kart 8 is a port. Not Mario Kart 8. The Mario Kart game coming out for Switch. I don't think that's a port because not only is there a rumor that one of the quote unquote ports isn't a port but an actual sequel or new game, whatever. But if you look back in that trailer of the 3-minute Switch trailer, the UI in that game looked different. Now, if it was like an 8.5, type deal with Mario Kart 8, I don't think they would change the UI like that. You see what I'm saying? The game kind of had its own, look to it. So I think this might be a new title. Not to mention, Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014? And if you guys didn't know, Mario Kart 8 had a dev cycle of 1.5 years. That's not long at all. That is a very short development cycle for a game. So basically, Mario Kart games don't really take that long to make. So if it came out in 2014, this system is launching in 2017. That's almost 3 years because Mario Kart came out in May, I believe, of 2014, or around that time. It was springtime. So it definitely wouldn't take 3 years to make another game. And I think it'd be stupid for them to release a 0.5 port when they could easily just make a whole new game to, that would bring so much more appeal than a simple port with, DLC and stuff like that would do. You see what I'm saying? That'd just be a missed opportunity. And then they do a port. That means they have to wait even longer to release the actual next game, in the Mario Kart series, that being Mario Kart 9. You see what I mean? So I don't think they're doing the 8.5 thing with Mario Kart 8. I think this will be I think it's highly possible that this will be a Mario Kart 9 type deal, not Mario Kart 8.5. It could be a new Splatoon instead of a Splatoon port. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they should port any of those games. I don't think they should port. I mean, I guess I can understand Smash, if they're trying to, support the esports scene a little bit, move it to a more portable console, a console that will most likely, sell more and, whatnot, stuff like that. A console that's more readily available because, the Wii U's are no longer in production. So they could be kind of doing that Smash port maybe for the sake of, the esports scene or whatever. Apparently Nintendo's trying to get into that. And you could kind of tell by that trailer they did with the Switch, they had the whole Splatoon thing at that esports arena, which will never happen, by the way. I can't imagine a Splatoon ever getting that big or having this big ass stadium with thousands of people like, yeah, Splatoon. I just don't get me wrong, it's a fun game, people, but I just don't see that many people taking it seriously like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Smash is the only one I could kind of understand and see. But honestly, if I were Nintendo, I would just do Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 9 instead of doing ports, because like I said, just doing a port means that the actual sequels to those games or the next iterations are just going to be delayed, right? And while it's great to have ports, yeah, some Wii U games went, under the radar, or they didn't get the amount of praise or sales they deserved because they were on a trash system like the Wii U. So yeah, I do get that, I would like to see some games ported over to the Switch, just because of that factor, like, Xenoblade Chronicles X. The Wii U did not do that game justice at all. You could tell Monolith wanted to do a lot more than the hardware allowed them to. So, I can see a game like that, going over to the Switch or whatever. But as far as those particular games, I think they should definitely just go on to the next iterations. Because that would definitely help out a lot sales-wise. A lot of casuals probably eat up Mario Kart 8.5 and stuff like that. But as for the hardcore gamers, I don't see too many of them rebuying these games just because they have extra content, And as far as that, really, that's all of my predictions. Because other than that, we're pretty much left in the dark. We have no idea what to expect. All I would tell you guys, my fellow Nintendo fans, is let's expect the worst. Not to be pessimistic, assholes or anything like that, but just so, because, the Nintendo fan base is very notorious for getting very hyped up when we should know better. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I mean. This happens every direct, almost every direct. Every E3, we just like, oh my god, this is it. Nintendo's finally gonna kill it. When really they haven't killed anything since the Nintendo Direct of January 2013. That was the last time where I was like, oh, Nintendo killed that, right? And we don't really get moments like that anymore. And of course, if you guys don't remember, the Nintendo Direct of January 2013 was where they showed, they announced Shin Megami X Fire Emblem, and they showed Xenoblade Chronicles X. It was that Direct. They announced tons and tons of games. Of course, most of those games didn't come out till years later, but it was still like an amazing presentation of what was to come with the Wii U. And that was pretty much the only time during the Wii U's life cycle I was actually hyped for the system, which is pretty bad. Other than that, the E3s were rather bad. The Nintendo Directs were rather mediocre. And if they weren't even, and most of them weren't even Wii U related. Most of them didn't even have any Wii U content in them, But Shokio, what are the things you want to see most out of this presentation? What I want to see are the things that us, the fans and the gamer stuff, we haven't actually been talking about. I want to see the operating system. I want to know about the features. Because a lot of people are so caught up in the the power of the system and third-party games, which of course, I said it myself, is very important. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying I haven't seen really much discussion regarding the operating system of this thing, the features, and the online. That's one of Nintendo's biggest problems, guys. Everyone's focused on the specs and stuff, but that online, I would say, is almost equally as important. Because if you don't have your online up to snuff, I mean, some games will not be able to be put on the Switch just because of online features alone. Some games missed out on the Wii or the Wii U because what they're doing with their online, feature set or whatever wasn't supported by the systems. So that's another thing that could determine third-party support, and of course, not to mention just overall customer satisfaction. And hopefully this generation, Nintendo actually gives us online games. Because the first Nintendo game that Nintendo fans were able to enjoy together on the Wii U was Mario Kart 8. And that is crazy if you think about it. It took like 2 years for Nintendo fans to be able to play a Nintendo game together. And then past that point, there wasn't even that many games that came out afterwards. Right? That had online from Nintendo, that is. So hopefully Nintendo incorporates more online this time around with their Switch titles. I don't know. Retro Studios is a game I'm not expecting to see at this presentation. It's not that I don't want to. You guys know me. I'm a huge Metroid fan. Love Metroid. Samus is my favorite video game character. So naturally, I love Retro Studios by extension, right? But I think whatever game they're doing, that's something Nintendo would rather save for E3. You see what I mean? I don't think they're going to show all the games that are going to be coming out in the near future because, they're doing this presentation here in January. And then, 5 months later, it's going to be June for E3. So they're going to have to save some things for E3. You see what I mean? So I'm going to put this out there right now, guys. If they don't show too many crazy and exciting things today, I'm not going to say, I'll be happy and okay with that. I'm just saying that, they do have to save some bombs for E3. If they blow all their load now in January, you see what I mean? They're not going to have much to show in June this year. So keep that in mind as well. But I am expecting to see maybe, 2 or 3, big hitter titles and whatnot. Couple third-party surprises. And like I said, mostly I just kind of want to see how the system itself works. And that's hardware-wise, and, software, firmware-wise and all of that. Just very, very interesting. I'm cautiously optimistic about the Switch. I don't think it's going to be this amazing godsend console. But like I said before, I survived the Wii U. So, hey, anything else is great at this point. You know what I mean? And there's no way in hell it's going to be suffering the same droughts the Wii U did, since it's going to have Nintendo's, handheld departments now working under one roof with the console department, developers. So there's just no way the droughts are going to be the same. There's no way the online is going to be the same or worse, because they're actually outsourcing the online infrastructure now to DNA, which I believe is like a cell phone network provider out there in Japan or something like that. So I just don't see this system being as bad or worse than the Wii U. I don't think that's physically actually possible. So that's why I'm like, there's a certain level of optimism for me, because I'm just like, I already experienced the worst. It only goes up from here. That's kind of my mindset. So I'm not like, oh my god, yeah, I'm just so hyped for this conference. I'm like, yeah, looking forward to it. Sure, it's gonna be some good stuff. I think overall I'm gonna end up enjoying this system. Hopefully Nintendo does not prove me wrong. But those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know your prediction down below. Link down below to my Twitch if you guys want to watch the reveal with me. Live reactions on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Shokio. And I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Peace.